Hello, I'm Shirley and welcome back to my channel. And what a beautiful sunny day it is today, although the track that I'm stepping on is still quite muddy. What a stressful few days I had since about Thursday last week, because ideally I should have had started putting the information together from then, but I'm not sure if you're a bit like me. When it comes to these things, I tend to be a bit of a procrastinator. So I thought, okay, fine, let me wait until Sunday and I can just do it all in one go. And lo and behold, Sunday comes, I turn my printer on. Now, bear in mind, this is a printer that I had when I moved to Hampshire, and I'd not really needed a printer for a long time. But I wasn't worried because I've got a set of cartridge ink, and I thought that was the most simple thing they will need doing. But when I turned it on and tried printing, it just kept giving me an error message saying that turn it off because it needs fixing. And I'm like, oh my god. So that just added to the stress. Thankfully there was another printer in the house, and instead of waiting until Monday, I thought let me use the time, and I prepared all the screenshots of the analytics as well as downloading my statements to show where the money has come in and how much had come in from YouTube. That way I was prepared for the meeting. So I looked at the instructions that I got when I had the message to tell me when the appointment was, and it also said something about business plan and invoices and UTR numbers, and I'm like, oh, stress on the Monday morning. So I literally went full force from about 7:30, and I didn't finish until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think deep down I was stressed more the fact that because I didn't get paid on the 28th and I wasn't able to pay the rent, and I knew that I also had other direct debits coming out. That's what made me panic. And the rent is the biggest thing, and not knowing whether I would get any money or not knowing how this self-employment thing worked, it really made me panic. And up until the day and when I finished with the appointment, my heart was thumping and thumping and thumping. Thankfully, because of the process that I did in terms of the Ho'oponopono and getting used to that, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, and the way that what I've learnt from Ho'oponopono in terms of clearing all this negative programming or negative things in our system to make life flow better. And I just kept saying that because for me it was the only thing that helped me to calm that panic down. Otherwise, I don't know if you've ever got to that point where you're panicking so much it feels literally the tightness in your chest, and it feels like, oh, I could have a heart attack. It was that stressful. So I kept saying, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I know for some people it may be a bit woo-woo, but it was the only thing that really calmed the panic down in my system. The one reason I really want to get off universal credit or benefits is it makes me feel like, and I know that these people are just doing their job, it makes me feel like they've got you by the short and curlies, and you've literally got to do what they want you to do. And that's how I say it's jumping hoops. And for me, I just want to work my proverbials off so I can earn my own money and I can have a better control of my life and my money. I'm really sorry, you can see how sunny it is today, and it's really lovely. So I've only got a shirt on. Actually, I've got a long sleeve shirt underneath that and a bit of a fleece and just a gilet on today because it's quite warm. Thankfully, I got organised. I knew what they would have wanted to see, and literally all they want to see is that I do have a viable business, and I showed them how many subscribers I've got, the views, how much I've accumulated in terms of revenue, and my statements showing the money that I got. So I am not hiding anything. Everything was there full on for her to have a look at, ready and prepared, and that was that. And the thing that really made me panic was I said to her, so what happens now? I haven't had any money since Christmas apart from whatever I've shown her. And I did ask for an advance, and she said, I think because of your application you're not due for an advance, or you're not entitled to an advance. And oh my god, I nearly had a heart attack. All I kept thinking was, I've got to pay the rent and I've got the bigger direct debits coming out soon. So I was panicking. And so she said to me, the reason that you haven't got any money is because this appointment is a pay block, I think she said, because I changed my application and the system raised that appointment, and that appointment basically blocked the payment that I was supposed to have on the 28th. And for me that was the biggest panic, because although I had the payment from YouTube to cover the initial first few smallish direct debits, there were bigger direct debits coming through in about a week or so time, and that's what I was panicking about. So she said to me, now that I've put everything through the system, it should automatically raise that payment and put it in your account. I thought, really? Oh no. Oh, I think she must, I'm sure she's used to people panicking about money. So she said to me, log into your account and check if it's there. So I logged in, and the relief that I felt was huge. The immense relief that I felt once I saw the amount there, and I thought, there was a part of me, I thought, is that it? Not that I'm being ungrateful, I think it's just all the panic that I've had to go through. And I totally forgot that, I think because I'd got paid from my ex-employer before she decided not to pay me for my last wage, I was used to that, and in my mind I thought, is that it? Because I would have had the extra from the wages. As soon as I got home, I went to get some lunch, and straight away I went into my account and paid my rent, and my gosh, that was such a relief. So the way it works now is, instead of me going to look for jobs and being told to go to job fairs and things like that, I am working. I have to show that I am posting videos, and I really have to look at the information of what I've got to do, because I have to agree to their requirements. But basically I also have to do an income and expenditure account every month, just to show that I am having an income from the business, which it is. But once I'd calmed down from the stress, I really thought, this is a brilliant opportunity, and she said I've also got to contact HMRC. So literally this is now a business that I have to upkeep. And I thought, ting, my accountancy head kicked in and made me realise that whereas previous videos where I've been going out to places and doing the things that I've shown, because it wasn't seen as self-employment or a legitimate business, I was spending my money. But now I can put a lot of stuff as a business account. So things like the app that I use, that I pay for every month to create thumbnails and images and get video content for my b-rolls, I can use that as an expense. And things like makeup because on a normal day, if I'm not filming, you know, I'm just at home relaxing or editing or doing admin stuff, I don't wear makeup because I just don't like having to take it off at night. So I know that all those things I can put as an expense. So that is my story, and I have to say at this point that I really thank you all for your support in terms of, I know you guys have helped me so much in terms of donations and super chats and things like that. The reason that I haven't mentioned my Buy Me a Coffee, although there are links on some of the descriptions on my videos, is because even though I really appreciate all the help and support that you've given me, the first time I got the money I felt a bit like a charity case. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is no reflection on anybody apart from me. That's just how I felt. And that's why I don't mention my Buy Me a Coffee, because I know that with the donations that's given through YouTube, you are doing it out of the kindness of your heart. Whereas if I mention my Buy Me a Coffee, I feel like I'm asking, and that's where I feel like a charity case, and I don't want to feel like that, although I really appreciate your help. The reason I'm mentioning Buy Me a Coffee now is because I remembered that everything that I earn through YouTube get their cut, and their cut I think is about 55%, or I'm not sure whether it's 50-50 now, but they take a big chunk of all the generous support that you've given me. But with Buy Me a Coffee, I think they only take around 3 or 4% of what you would donate. And I guess the reason I'm mentioning it, I'm really sorry if I'm butchering what I'm trying to say. The reason I'm mentioning it is because I know that you guys are supporting me out of the goodness of your heart, and I guess I just want you to know that through Buy Me a Coffee, the donations that you're sending is going more towards me than to the platform. And I'm really sorry if I'm making it sound more complicated than it is, but please know that I so appreciate all your support, all your wonderful comments, and I hope that you will continue to watch my videos. And my plan is to create more diverse videos than just talking about my sorry state of affairs. So I want to start taking you out on trips to London, or just doing something to lift the mood a little bit. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.